And East Texas is cleaning up from deadly tornadoes. At least 3 people died and several have been injured. In Onalaska, we want to go live to meteorologist Mike Seidel. Of course, Mike, this was along a path of a supercell that traveled 300 miles, which is absolutely tremendous. We can see some of the damage behind you. What would you say is the worst damage that you've seen so far?
I would say we definitely have some at least low-end EF-3 out here. Most of these homes are not brick or masonry concrete, big blocks, so I don't know if we have anything worse than EF-3, but it's bad enough as it is. This is Stephen Seaback's home. He was here with his wife, Abby, and we're going to talk to Stephen right now. He's going to give us a little play-by-play of what happened yesterday. The warning came out at 5:45. The tornado hit at 6. Just tell me where you were and what you were doing.
We were upstairs on our couch, and I got an alert on the phone, and I turned on the news, and Travis Herzog, he told us to get downstairs, and we came down here. We have 5 dogs, 4 border collies, and a little pug, and we came down here in the bottom, and it was pretty quiet, and I came out and I was just looking, and it was just the weirdest calm. I rode through Ike, and the calm for this storm was just, before it happened, I've never experienced anything like it. It was the quietest it's ever been, and the rain, I could see the rain coming across the lake, and so I decided, all right, it's time to get inside, and I came in here. And as I came in here, I came up, and we came in here when the dogs were just running around. And as the dogs were running around, I came up to this window and I was just looking through the blinds, and the window started shaking a little bit. And I said, oh man, we got to get in the bathroom, and we ran over here, and I got my wife in there and 3 of our dogs, and we were huddled up in the shower with the door closed, just extremely, the pressure when the tornado was coming over us, it felt like our ears were going up, like equivalent like when you're rising in an airplane.
Yeah, well, that's
like when you're getting to altitude.
Right, the drop is the center of the low, what is actually a low, as a cyclone, and the tornado comes over.
And then the next thing you know, you just heard glass and shattering, and we had 3 out of our 5 dogs in here, because whenever I was at that door, I got them all in, but those 2, the 2 dogs, they didn't come, and the windows were shattering, and we rode out the storm when we came out. And when we came out, I'm screaming for the 2 dogs because they're like our kids.
And, right.
And one of them came up, and it was about 10 minutes later. We still haven't found the other one. And, I'm screaming, Nellie, Nellie. And we walked out, we came back through here. And we came out this door back here. And this room actually stood.
Right.
The one room, nothing messed up. And I looked, and she was pinned under this trash right here.
Wow.
And
okay.
And she would not let me. I couldn't get her, and she wouldn't. And then eventually, I just had to muscle her and drag her out. And then after that, the first thing I looked and saw was that 2x6 sticking out of my shed. So right here.
Wow! Look at that! Look at that 2x6.
And
holy smokes!
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
It was pretty wild. It was the scariest thing I've ever been in, and the first thing I did was just start calling everybody and say, hey, we're fine, I love you, and if you haven't ever experienced a tornado, I know a lot of people are I've always been real fascinated by them, and, looking for them, and I don't want anything to do with them anymore, ever again.
Stephen, we appreciate you sharing your story. I'm glad you're fine. Abby's fine, and there's one of your beautiful 5 dogs.
No, our dogs are actually, that's our neighbor's dog.
That's your neighbor's dog. Well,
he's just a buddy of ours. All of our other ones are at my mom's right now. Our travel trailer back there, we thought we were going to be able to stay in it, but it's got a hole in the roof too. But I carried each one of those dogs. They're about 40 to 50 pounds each back there, and threw them in that camper and turned on the generator, and then started assessing, like, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks again. I'm glad you're all okay. You're insured, but the most important thing is you're fine, not a scratch.
Yeah, we're alive.
Okay.
And that's all that matters.
Steph, good news here. Amongst all the debris and damage, the
Yeah.
Seaback family's fine, and their 5 dogs are fine.
What a story there. We certainly appreciate it, but we want to get right to where we do have the storms right now with Jim.